Hello, everybody. So today I want to address the huge threat that Amazon is to HIMSS. And of course, we all remember in 2018 when Amazon bought Whole Foods, Amazon took the entire grocery store market in America. There are no grocery stores left in America. Your local Kroger, entirely gone, defeated by Amazon. Walmart, of course, is almost dead because Amazon entered the grocery sector, and now Amazon is entering the legacy, quote-unquote, products of HIMSS, or the early days products of HIMSS, air loss, ED. Amazon is entering that, and that is a major, major threat to HIMSS, of course, as reported in a lot of financial media. So, of course, this is a market mover news. Who gets to decide whether the news is a market mover news? Well, I guess it's news sites that are used by more traditional finance type stuff. That's a market mover. They got to decide that. And so who talked about it being a market mover today? Well, every single news website. I just took a random one here. It's talking about the offer, right? Amazon, HIMSS and hers is under pressure. Amazon launches a rival service. Oh, you begin the article, you can see it's not the first time that Amazon has launched a rival to HIMSS, a rival service. In fact, the first time they did that was in November 2022. I remember it. I was covering HIMSS back then. That was the launch of Amazon Clinic in November of 2022. Of course, since that happened, this is roughly the point where that happened. You see HIMSS stock dropped. You can see it's up about 500% ever since the first rival to HIMSS was launched by Amazon. But this time it's a quick and easy way to treat things like ED and air loss, and it's $19 a month for ED, for example. And of course, this includes your visit with the doctor. You can visit with a doctor, and then you get to fulfill, you get to send the prescription that the doctor may or may not give you. You get to send it to the same company, Amazon Pharmacy. So you send it from Amazon One Medical to Amazon Pharmacy, and then you get to buy the drug. That's reinvention at another level. I mean, you can send a prescription between two entities within the same company. Like, that's really brilliant. Anyways, you can pay $90 a month for an ongoing, supposedly, ED prescription with the doctor follow-ups. Is that what it is? Not quite. So let's see what we're comparing this to right now. I just took a random offering of HIMSS for ED, and that's this, the Daily Hard Mints. That's their product that they're promoting. It looks like a mint. It's $39 a month. And that for sure, let me tell you, that for sure includes your daily supply of mints. And that also includes your doctor visit. And there is no need for Amazon Prime. Now, what's under the hood of this offering of $19 a month for ED for Amazon? What's under the hood? And by the way, before I even begin this, I thought we didn't care about ED for HIMSS. Well, Mr. Market, decide. I thought we only cared about GLP-1, Mr. Market. Like, what are you deciding here? I thought ED didn't matter. I guess we care about ED again because Amazon's not launching GLP-1s. So I guess HIMSS is back into an ED story. Is that what it is? Anyways, let me go ahead. So let's look at the offering. Well, first of all, we have to realize that the offering, you need to have Prime. First of all, so the medication price, the price that you see right there, the $19 a month, $18.54 a month, that price you need to have Prime. So all of a sudden it doesn't look as appealing, does it? You need to be paying $14.99 a month for Prime, and we know that Amazon Prime, the price of it has been increasing quite a bit year after year. They have not missed an opportunity to increase the price of Amazon Prime. So first of all, right off the bat, that's misleading because you need to have Amazon Prime to get access to that $19 a month treatment. And then you need to have a doctor for your prescription. And I'll give him kudos to that. That's innovative. You pay for a doctor visit, and the doctor may or may not prescribe ED meds to you. This is the same as HIMSS. And so you need to pay for your visit, and your visit is likely going to be self-pay at $29 a month. Now, I want to point out, first point of confusion on the website, do you still need to pay an ED visit if you decide to pay $9 a month for 24/7 on-demand care with Prime? Do you still need to pay that? That's confusing. I'm not sure. But if you can get these visits covered for $9 a month, by the way, then that would actually perhaps be a little cheaper than paying that visit. It all depends. It's not transparent. A key question is, how many doctor visits are you going to need? Like, they show you very conveniently a 3-month supply and a 3-month prescription of ED with a doctor visit and with the tadalafil pills for $55.60 or $19 a month, plus the $15 a month of Prime. So that's really $29 a month, first of all. But they don't tell you how much it's going to cost after that. So how much is it going to cost after that? Well, you have to go into the FAQ, and that all depends on your provider. And some providers, they may require multiple follow-ups. And so if they require a follow-up, is that follow-up included? Well, no. The follow-up is only 14 days. So only 14 days after the initial visit, you can have a follow-up. So if the doctor that you see on your paper visit $29 for your ED visit, if your doctor that you see decides to only give you the prescription for 90 days and requires to see you again 90 days later, you gotta pay $29 again. So all of a sudden, it doesn't even become more compelling. And of course, I discussed this with my doctor here. Minimum once a year. Typically, the doctor is going to want to see you once a year for something like that. If you're the easiest case, they may prescribe you for a full year, but you're going to have to pay minimum once a year for that visit, and maybe every 3 months. In the case of this comparison, I'm going to assume you're going to need to see the doctor every 6 months. It's kind of a half and half is what I'm going to assume here to recalculate the pricing. So you need Prime at $14.99 a month. Then you need a doctor visit, and I'm going to assume 2 doctors visit, and I'm going to assume one is a text visit, send text, and another one is a video visit. Video visits are more expensive with Amazon. They're $49, so $49 plus $29, and then you need the prescription, so $14.99. $29 plus $49, and then you need prescription. And this is where I get confused. So they advertise $26.60 for 90 days of tadalafil. I could not find that number anywhere on the website. I could not find it anywhere. They show it in the ad. I could not find it anywhere. Do I need insurance to get this cheap of a price? And based on my reading of their website, it seems like they really want you to put that insurance in. It seems like the company is not quite ready to give up on that insurance money. It seems like Amazon is not quite ready to give up on insurance money. Seems like Amazon is one foot stuck into the future. That's good. Pay out-of-pocket visits, $29 for a visit, no insurance involved. That's very good, but it seems like they're stuck 1 foot in the past too, because if you go on Amazon Pharmacy website, every single price is advertised with insurance and without insurance. This is $1 with insurance for the tab, $59 per tab without insurance. So they scare you. They really want you to put your insurance in. Same here. If you go walks with insurance, they advertise it proudly. You know, it's the retail price is $50 without insurance, but if you use insurance, you estimate $48 of insurance savings, and then it's only $2. And what do they do in their thing here? When I look at Amazon Pharmacy, tadalafil 90 days, retail price, i.e. without insurance, $936. And then they assume you put in a good insurance, probably, and then it's $26.60. And even when I look at the generic tab, I get very confused when I look at the pricing, right? Tadalafil, $1 with average insurance price, $3 without insurance. Okay, that's a little cheaper, but I'm still a little confused here. That's generic for Cialis. And another generic of tadalafil, this time is $0 with insurance or $455 without insurance. Okay, the pricing, as far as I'm concerned for Amazon, is just as non-transparent as it is for CVS. It is just as non-transparent as it is for any traditional pharmacy. It's a mess. you don't know what you're really gonna pay, despite how nice this looks in the headlines, despite how nice the presentation they show you is, you don't know how much you're really gonna pay. This is not the business model innovation that HIMSS introduced with a fixed price, no matter whether you need 6 doctor visits a year or only 2 doctor visits a year, and no matter what insurance you have. This is, to me, a very different business model, very different product. If I go back and I calculate and I assume that you get Tadalafil for $26.60 for 90 days, I assume that's how low they're going to charge you, assuming that, well, you still have 12 months of Prime membership to pay, you still have 4 pill packs to get, right? One every 6 months at $26.60. I'm still assuming 2 visits per year, could be more, could be less. I don't know. It depends on what the provider decides. I get $364 a year. $364 a year divided by 12. I get $30.35 a month. That's kind of my best case scenario I can assume while looking at Amazon. And we know that HIMSS, hard mints, it's $39 a month. So Amazon is cheaper, yes, but you have great cost uncertainty. It took me a good hour to calculate this, right? So you have cost uncertainty. You don't know how many visits, and the number I tell you is only based on 2 visits. You don't know. You don't know if you're going to need a follow-up. You better not need a follow-up, because if you need a follow-up anytime after 14 days of your visit with Amazon, you got to do another visit. You got to pay another $29 or another $39. So you better not have any questions. I'm not sure that's the best way to handle care. I think HIMSS has the business model innovation right now. And by the way, that's going to be $29 if you need to have that follow-up. And you still get a traditional generic prescription pill. You do not get a branded item, just like for HIMSS. And, let me conclude. I don't see Amazon as a threat, just like I didn't see Amazon as a threat to the grocery store yet. I mean, maybe they'll be a threat to the grocery stores, 5 years, 10 years from now. Maybe they'll be a threat to HIMSS 5 years, 10 years from now. But for now, I don't see it as a threat. To me, the drug pricing remains very unclear. It seems like the Amazon Pharmacy website is all about trying to get you to put your insurance health card, your prescription insurance card. They want you to put it in. That's what it seems to me. They want you to input it, so it remains unclear to me. The number of visits you'll need, it's also unclear. You don't know. I mean, you pretty much know that one visit can get you a 90-day supply, roughly. I mean, even that you don't know, because it depends on the provider. But one visit for a 90-day supply, sure. But you don't know if you're going to need a visit every 90 days, a visit every 6 months, a visit every year. And you still have no customer centricity when it comes to getting prescribed a traditional generic pill in a traditional quote-unquote scary pill pack or pill box. And this is very surprising to me from Amazon, because Amazon is the customer-centric company. Amazon is the company that makes the customer feel great. And this is where I feel like this pharmacy endeavor is really a side project for Amazon. It's really not their main project, because if it had been the main project of Amazon, they probably would have something much closer to HIMSS. This is the customer, and we're using ED because that's what's advertised today in the news, and that's why HIMSS is dropping. But this is what makes the customer feel good about ED. It just looks like a mint, like a pack of mint you would put in your jacket or something. This is highly customer-centric. You put it in your jacket, it's a pack of mint. It gives you fresh breath, and it's $39 a month. It's clear, transparent pricing. You know exactly what you're paying, and it doesn't make the consumer feel bad about their health. So you have better adherence, better patient adherence. This is a pill pack like it's always done. This is not the innovative approach, in my view. And I will conclude this talking about my workflow, being mad at my mistake. This is my mistake, but I'm trying very hard to not consult websites like CNBC or anything like that, because I think there's been a shift in the value of information. So you can see this is what's being promoted on CNBC, and they don't tell you the level of detail I told you in this video. This is just what they advertise. This is just a headline. And if you take action on that, I remember before Tuesday, November 5th, this was the headlines, right? Why did I position myself for uncertainty? Because I didn't think, but the media was showing it to be a tight race. This is still making me upset and mad. The media was still showing it to be a tight race. Polymarket was not. Polymarket was very clear as to who was going to win. The media was totally showing it as a tight race. So how, for one of the, and again, this week has been the most financially consequential week of my life as far as how the stocks went up in my portfolio. If I had had good news on this, I would have positioned myself better. And I would have positioned myself for the candidate that was clearly going to win. And the media was not advertising, was not talking about the candidate that was clearly going to win, while it was very, very, very clear who was really going to win. But that information was on Twitter. That information was on Polymarket. That information was on crypto. That information was not in the type of news outlet that just throws this rag and promotes this rag, right? The same type of news that sent this thing about the presidential poll, while it was clearly not a close race, is the same type of people who send this thing. It's clearly not the same product, and so this is upsetting me. Yes, Amazon is a huge threat. Sure, CNBC. Amazon is a huge threat. Sure, and the race was tight. Sure. I'm eliminating all of these websites from my workflow. I'm doing my best. I'm working slowly to put them into an ad blocker so that they don't show up. So that only the crowdsourced information shows up and not the manipulated information. So anyways, sorry about getting carried away, but this is the same type of thing, and I think we need to entirely move on. It is not the same product. Amazon is not the same as HIMSS. Amazon did not kill Kroger. That was a side business for them when they bought Whole Foods. They enter so many different markets. When it's out of their core, when it's not in their core, that is not when they do best. And that is what I'm sticking with. I think this drop of 15% of HIMSS today is entirely unwarranted. Anyways, this was not financial advice, not investment advice, not news advice, nothing. Just entertainment. And hopefully you find some value in this entertainment, but no advice. Please please subscribe. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on X. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.